Welcome to the Weather Gurus podcast for October 28, 2023, this weekend. Thank you for joining me for the lower 48 current weather conditions as well as the extended weather conditions for the weekend. Hope you're having a great weekend, and as the weather-wise, we're having, for the most 2/3 of the country, they're having fabulous weather, but it's in the middle, in the nation's heartland, where we're experiencing rain and thunderstorms. Nothing severe, so that is the good news, and some of this rain may be beneficial for the lower Ohio Valley, as well as be pushing into the northeast later on Sunday afternoon. Right now, you're currently looking at the St. Louis radar, and as I put it in the motion here, you can see that these showers are pushing along this extended front, this elongated front here from the southeast to the northeast here, and we see some extended showers here south of St. Louis here. So if you're in the Boot Hill country of Missouri, from Cape Girardeau up through southern Indiana, so if you come along I-65 there, leaving Jeffersonville and Louisville, be very careful there heading into Indiana, southern Indiana. There's heavy rain there, embedded in the yellow, and then some embedded thunderstorm activity may be experiencing there. North of St. Louis as well, in Springfield, up I-57 there, through Peoria, Quincy. All of this rain is heading northeastward here, and reports are there. No reports of hail, no reports of severe weather. So that's good news there. And like I said, this is all in association with a frontal boundary that's pushing eastward here through the Ohio Valley and into the northeast later on in the week. Now, we also have some other things going on here. We have snow on the backside of that. Denver and the Denver radar here, you can see they're picking up tons of snow. There would be apparently 6 to 8 inches of snowfall here in the Denver metro area. So if you're in some of the eastern suburbs out toward the airport, maybe if you're in some of the western suburbs as well, like Arvada, Centennial, southern suburbs, and also up north toward Boulder, east of Boulder along I-25, very slick conditions here. So heavy snowfall is being reported here. 6 to 8 inches total is going to be coming through the Denver area here. Temperatures took a nosedive yesterday, and it's the first snowfall of the season. Significant snowfall here. We can zoom in here, and I can show you here. If I go back to the map here, you can zoom in here and I can show you the snowfall here that's pulling into some of these communities here. So if you're along I-70 here, just south of I-70 here to the east of Denver, be very careful here heading out of town here, through Byers, Colorado, and down through southern Colorado here. Once again, Centennial, the yellows, heavy snowfall through Castle Rock, Ponderosa, and down through Colorado Springs, heavy snowfall as well, down toward Air Force Academy, Manitou Springs, all those areas down there experiencing heavy snowfall right now. So once again, 6 to 8 inches total, but we can see the snowfall is going to exit out of the Rockies into the plains tomorrow, and this snowfall is going to continue to track into the Nebraska high plains of Nebraska, and also into the southern Kansas there, northern Kansas. So be very careful. There's winter storm warnings and watches I'm going to show you here in the next place here as well. So you look at the National Weather Service current hazards, and we do have those hazards extended as they should be in the purple, in the light blue fuchsia color here, which is a winter weather advisory here, extended for eastern Colorado high plains into the North Texas, up through the Nebraska cornfields in Nebraska plains there. So if you come along I-70, you want to be very careful through these areas, as we continue to experience that I-27 here in northern Panhandle from Amarillo, North Pampa, those areas in North Texas. You want to be careful there. Now, we also have, like I said, with those showers pushing east ahead of the front, we have some flood watches here. So this is going to affect DFW area, east of DFW area, eastern counties there, also toward Texarkana, up through eastern Oklahoma, east of Tulsa, so down by Broken Arrow, and southern parts there in the Chickasaw Valley, the Wachita Valley there of Oklahoma. Now, we also still have that fog advisory. Be very careful in coming along I-10, I-12 through Hammond and New Orleans and Biloxi, Mississippi, Hattiesburg, Gulfport, Mobile, through I-10 there. You want to be very careful there coming along those counties, and also up through I-55 through Jackson, Pearl, Mississippi. Be very careful. There's a dense fog advisory for today and possibly for tomorrow morning, Sunday morning. We had a big car pile up last week, as you know, so be very careful if you're coming on there early morning or late at night. The fog is going to pile up. Now, elsewhere, like I said, we had those winter storm warnings in effect in the pink, obviously, for the Rockies, high Rockies, down through west of Denver into the high range, of course, and Telluride, Aspen, Vail. We're coming through any of those high passes there, mountain passes there along I-70. It's a winter storm warning. Obviously, change may be required as you get into that upper elevation on the Continental Divide there. Now, out west, we have a red flag warning for Northern California. So if you're in Mount Shasta, Redding, Reed, Eureka, California, these areas are going to be experiencing a red flag warning, dry conditions, so no burning, and the wind advisory as these winds blow up across the northern Cascades and northern California mountains there. Now, Down south, Southern California, the same deal. So if you're coming through Southern California, some of the high passes there north of Ventura County, in those mountains, there's a red flag warning. So Lompoc, if you're in those areas, Ojai, California, those areas, you want to be careful. In Southern California, on in through the San Gabriel and the Grapevine passes there as well. Now, there is a wind advisory if you're having the trains to come through the Mojave Pass or the Cajon Pass. On I-15 there, be very careful. There's high wind warnings as those winds kick up there. So if I kind of have that Santa Ana effect there, if you will. So that's what's going on in those type of hazards that we have. The Northeast looks absolutely fabulous, but temperatures are going to be set to crash, as you know, coming up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Temperatures set to crash below normal and back to a more of a fall feel, back to reality for Chicago, Cleveland, Philadelphia, New York, D.C., all those areas in the Mid-Atlantic as well. So the forecast, you can see here, the shift here, you can clearly see the front here as I showed you here. These are the showers here, hugging the front here along the DFW, up through the Ozarks, up through St. Louis, the Boudreaux Country, Champaign, Springfield, Indianapolis, Cleveland. Those areas are experiencing rain. Sunday morning, that will shift over to the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic, will get rain up the I-95 corridor and up the interior of the Appalachian Spine Mountains, the spine of the Appalachian Mountains. And then by Sunday afternoon, Monday, the temperatures will begin to fall here. You see this cold air, this Canadian cold air coming down. This will surge down and provide for below average temperatures for the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic as expected, as we are heading into November next week. So as you know, clocks fall back again November. As we head into November, clocks fall back November 5th next Sunday. So remember that, clocks fall back an hour November 5th next Sunday as daylight saving times ends and we go into the new fallback time as scheduled. So that is what's going on here for the Weather Guru podcast. Please be sure to subscribe for the latest interpretation of weather news and weather events in the lower 48 and sometimes beyond. Thank you very much, and I'll see you very soon.